Big hello to Pauline downstairs in the Peninsula. Set. The Velvet Queen, middle of the line, jumped fairly. Oldham was actually the first out with National Guard. Shake the Blooms handy. The inside Dazzling Dame pushing up. Success Play, Jag the Joker wide go forward. Overthought the inside. Alterno is in the centre. Velvet Queen is out just a shade wide at the moment as he's a pro. Kicked up along the inside, getting a bit quite keen there, the Velvet Queen. Then Memorable Miss, who's getting well back as well as they run off down the back, and then came Heart of Kerr. He's out 4 deep at the back of the field as the rider pressed forward, and the Grey Marlies is back last of all. 1,100 metres left to go. National Guard, the former Victorian, has taken it up and led by 3/4. Success Play is running second. Then came Olden, who's down on the inside. Heart of Kerr is starting a very long run out wide with Olden in the middle. Dazzling Day in the inside from Jag the Joker. And then came Overthought, and further back is Shake the Bloom. Well back is He's a Pro. Memorable Miss, Alterno, the Velvet Queen. It's awkward for her at the moment. Second last 15 off the leader and 2 lengths away is Marlies as they come up before the turn. 6:50 to go. National Guard leading the way from Success Play. Heart of Kerr's done it very tough. Dazzling Dane's down on the inside. Olden tracks up out 3 wide. And then came Jack the Joker. Shake the Bloom comes into it well. Gets to the outside. Memorable Misses tracking it up. And the Velvet Queen will try and pull out wider. Still back in the centre though. And trying to get a run now. Racing inside the 300. And on the outside moving up Success Play. Has just hit the front. After it is Heart of Kerr's been a big run. Down the outside is Overthought. Jack the Joker. Shake the Bloom and the Velvet Queen is steaming down the outside. Heart of Kerr in front. The Velvet Queen is cutting it down. The Velvet Queen raced up to Heart of Kerr. The Velvet Queen doing the better and got up. Favourite has won. The Velvet Queen from Heart of Kerr. Absolutely enormous. A far lap performance. Third in, I think He's a Pro, although it's in a photo with Overthought out wider. And they're followed by Success Play and Oldham Marlies and Alterno. Shake the Bloom didn't finish it off from National Guard. Jack the Joker, Dazzling Dane, Memorable Miss. But often you see a Peter's horse at the back of the field. She's run last. The Velvet Queen with an eye-catching finishing run. Down the outside, Heart of Kerr was unbelievable in defeat. What a run that was. Back last, 4 deep, pulling out. Raced up 3 wide to the leaders. And for that horse to do what he did was unbelievable. But the Velvet Queen has put in a monster finish. Great training effort on a horse who's had difficulties, so much ability, this filly. And wow, it's won the Brian McAuliffe Handicap 70th birthday. You wouldn't read about it. It's got up to win. Number 11, the Velvet Queen, with a big booming run to beat Heart of Kerr. He's a Pro, got up on the inside. Now it's 11-2-7-6, 139.80, 35.86, 11-2-7-6, a long neck by a length. And the talking point there was the run of Heart of Kerr. So the winner here, the Velvet Queen, as we head downstairs. A good bunch of owners, big syndicate involved there, and we'll head down. Beautiful ride there, a patient ride. Brittany from Chris Parnham.
And wonderful to see the Velvet Queen winning here in the happy 70th birthday Brian McAuliffe Handicap. D-Mac, what does that one mean?
Yeah, it's pretty special. Obviously, they put the pressure on during the week when they decided to put Dad's race on as obviously the one with my filly in. So, yeah, pressure off.
Now, what about this horse herself? Because clearly you've had some issues with her, 49-day spacing. We've seen her scratched on a number of occasions, the bars on that off front. Can you just detail what you've been through with her?
Yeah, just nasty foot abscess, splash, bruise. We just had to be patient. She wasn't far off of Oaks Day, but I just felt had we run her worsened, you know, it's the end of the preparation, so we just yeah, had to be a little bit more cautious and a bit more patient.
Did she lose a lot of work in the timing there, or is it a case of just she couldn't get to the races?
No, I think in all that time she maybe only had 1 or 2 days where I didn't actually work her. That's the advantage of the heavy sand, and yeah, anyway, it's been a pretty stressful time, but yeah, I'm glad she's won one this prep.
Absolutely. And what were you thinking during the run today? Because, gee, when she unleashes, she's got a really, really nice turn of foot.
Yeah, well, they've not been coming from behind. You know, we all know how good a turn of foot is, but Chris and I had a good chat for probably half an hour out the back there. And, you know, what do we do? How do we ride her? Knowing sort of how the track had been playing. And anyway, sort of plan A and plan B went out the window, and we sort of ended up back in a horrible spot, to be honest. She was just too good, though, I suppose.
Yeah, indeed was. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Wonderful to see the impressive racing colours and the connections coming on in the happy 70th birthday Brian McAuliffe handicap. Sometimes the racing gods are pretty good, and of late, Scott, the key is to name a race after someone, because the Gangemis we know have had a really good run with it, with the happy 99th Michael Gangemi handicap, and they won that. They had won the Rocky race, and now the McAuliffes have done it. So clearly there is some nice synergy there.
Well, I thought you were going to head down and actually talk to Brian, who's on the fence there, chatting over after the win of the Velvet Queen, but he's definitely now the Velvet Queen. She's finally broken through and won one, which is overdue and deserved for these connections, because she'd run 3 consecutive seconds to start her preparation. She ran second, a fast finishing second. First up, 1400 to my mate, and then she ran into Zephyra on a couple of occasions. One where she was enormous down the outside, the other where she was just held tight in a pocket and unable to quite get out and burst through. But today, she proved that she was too good for them, and it's a feather in Darren McAuliffe's cap. Not that he needs it, Britt, but to get her up 7 weeks between runs with a bar on, Chris, we're just talking about the training performance. It's a good effort, that.
Yeah, for sure. Long way between runs, so to keep the fitness in or in between is probably yeah, good training effort by Darren.
Darren was saying he had a big long chat with you before the race about where you'd like to be. How did it pan out?
Yeah, it didn't really pan out how the chat sort of what we spoke about. Yeah, we kind of just sort of thought we'd be a bit handier than what we were. But, you know, we were where we were, and she finished with powerful turn of foot late. So,
what's the gut feeling on her distance range?
Well, I think about a mile's about right for her. Darren wouldn't agree with that, but I think a mile's probably where she wants it. But yeah, we'll see where she ends up.
And what about no white flag in the last?
Yeah, I only ridden him the once before, and it went a bit pear-shaped at the start. Didn't work for us, so hopefully a bit more luck today.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There is Chris Parnham combines with Darren McAuliffe, and the Velvet Queen takes out the second last of the day. One more to come.
Girl, you make the stars collide. And I don't know what I did to get lucky like this, but it sure feels fine. Cause baby, you're my sun and moon. Girl, you're everything between. A lot of pretty faces can waste my time, but you're my dream.